Welcome back everybody to another episode of Banished with me, Vapor. And I decided to make another episode pretty quickly because I've had another update to 1.62 with the fences that I requested. So as you can see, with the fences are really flush. So if I show you the version that is currently available, you can see the fence is centered right in the middle of the square. So if I wanted to put it against the road, it wasn't possible. Whereas with the newer version, we can rotate it right around and have it here. Now the only downside to that is, if you want to place an object that isn't a ghost object next to the fence, you won't be able to do it. So it won't have it until you put it onto a normal space. However, the ghost objects work perfectly fine. You can place any of them within the same square. So that was the only downside I noticed to it, but I'm happy to take that downside just to get the fences in the kind of positions that they're in. And I think it looks really cool. I do believe the bug for the trader, this trader here, I can't remember which one it was now, the dry goods, the boat was kind of parking in there reversed. I'm not too sure if that's fixed or whether I need to replace this building for it to kind of apply the fix, but I'm led to believe it's working now, so we'll have to keep our eye out for that one. But what we're going to do is we're going to start moving these houses over here. Now I have to bear in mind, yeah, we need a lot more houses, and as soon as I start building them, what's going to happen? Well, people are going to get very happy about that, and they're going to all start moving in. So when I remove these ones, I'm going to encounter a little bit of an issue, I guess. Right, I think we are going to place these, and I have to think about this very carefully because we haven't got as much space as I'm used to. And like I said, I didn't want to have sprawling towns. I wanted to leave little gaps between things, but as this is going to be kind of our main kind of market area where people would travel into to get whatever they need, we have to be a little bit more kind of careful in the placement of things. Let's have a look here now. I was actually going to make an episode of Stellaris, but I think the best way of putting this is I kind of lack the confidence to do it because I'm not very good at it. And I don't think I have much to offer in the way of actually giving people ideas on what to do, because I actually need the help myself. I am really bad at it. I always get beat. I mean, I haven't played it like to the bitter end, but if I end up being a hostile alien, yeah, they come in and just absolutely pummel me. And then if I don't have that problem, I tend to kind of have issues of like running out of resources and things like that. So it's, although I enjoy playing it, it's not been a pleasant experience initially. Is that one slightly out of alignment? Don't think it is. We'll wait and see. So the idea is we're going to move these. And as much as I don't want to do it, I think I'm probably going to move that school across a little bit. Oh no, look, it's fixed. It's actually parked in the right position. Well done, Cryerg. Tools are working relatively well. So I'm quite happy about that. What I needed to check was the fence, because I think Cryerg wasn't sure if the new fence would play very well with things like this. Yeah, I see what he means now. Yeah, it'll actually be a lot further away than the original fence. Maybe not. So if we put that one there, it's actually a little bit closer. So that's not too bad. The odds are I would probably build a brick wall around there anyway, not a wooden fence. So we might do that now. Which ones have we got? I do like this one. So I think we might go with that. We might go with a slightly wider arch as well, seeing as it's now available. I think I placed that bang in the middle. Excellent. So I'll go about here. May as well use some of that wonderful stone that we've managed to gather. Well, actually it's not quite centre, is it, when we look at it like that, I don't think. Never mind. We'll start on that process there. I'm not going to do too much of a church like I did last time. I mean, that was huge. But I did like it. It was good. I'm going to make all these people homeless now. Let's do that. And what did John say about the health as well? He left a comment saying, since I have so many labourers, why don't I get them to collect some of these? I don't want this building anymore either. 1, 2. We're going to move this away. I mean, I've got another herbalist around, so it's not a problem. So I'm thinking with this area, road, we're going to put in like a little bit of like water features and stuff like that, because really cold. I don't believe that for a second. Wow, why have we got no fuel? Let's check that one out. Dry goods limit 10,000. So we got a ton of dry goods, but not the ones we actually need. Well, that's just fantastic, isn't it? Maybe I need to switch to using logs, or maybe this needs to be not classed as a dry good. Never mind. What can I do? Can't have everything my own way. Yeah, so a little bit of a town, like residential area with maybe some fountains and things like that. Not sure what we'll build up this way. I'm not going for population here, I'm just going for complete luck. And not about luck of actually surviving, I mean just the way it looks. And I do kind of want little things wandering off on their own. And I might even use clear roads as well. Though I'm not sure what speed they are. But interesting. That's remove road. Why am I using that one? Is that not going to remove the tree? Cancel removal. Okay, whatever. I thought these roads would stop. I'm a little bit confused as to what's going on here. Trees can't be built in roads, can they? Oh, I don't know. My brain has gone completely doolally. I'll have a look at that in a second. Maybe we need a wood chopper. Oh, actually, wait. This can do it, can't it? Let's get this doing some firewood. There we go. That will fix that problem. And if we put a fuel storage next to it, temporarily. It's a little bit frustrating when you think about it. The fact that fuel has its own thing, but we're not actually putting anything into it. So, a bit of a shame. What speed are we running on? Aha. There we go. Stop moaning about being cold. Is that? It was slightly out of placement. You idiot. Let's try that one again. Hopefully I've clicked the right part of the building. That one is fine. Okay. We're having a bit of a moment here, aren't we? I think we'll probably do a couple more houses just going along this side. Let's have a look. Right, so one space should be enough. One and... Oh, they're really close together, aren't they? Maybe they're supposed to be that way. And 3. Maybe we need to leave a little bit more space between them. They kind of look a little bit weird in some kind of positions. I could deal with that one, I think. But maybe they need like a space of 1 between them. How did I do it? Over here. Yeah, I did leave a little gap of 1. Or 2 in this case. How are we doing for some firewood? Are we making any? Why has I got logged? Have I put... Oh my goodness, what is going on? I'm not having a good day. Builders. Okay, we're fine with that. Okay, that's that. Let me just speed it up a tiny bit more. It's funny when things go wrong. Have we got anything of interest? No, roof tiles. I don't think I've ever seen that before. Don't need any of that either. Thank you, guys. Thing is, I did say we're going to work on this, but until we move these houses, I can't really do it. The builders are taking their sweet time over stuff. I think I placed in here as well a lamppost, which I can't click on. And I wonder if that's distracting the builders. We'll soon find out. Right, as soon as they're built, in fact I'll do it now. Let's move these ones as well. We're going to upset some people, and we need a stockpile for fuel. There we go. See, if this was the live stream, you'd have all shouted at me and said, "You put the wrong one in." Never mind. Got quite a bit of wood to churn through there. How are we doing over here? We took the middle one out. We have. Excellent. So that's force of habit. Still going into that screen. There we are. Much better. Do you know what I've not used yet is the... Oh, that's the tunnel one. Could have squeezed one of them in there, couldn't I? Would have been a little bit different. Never mind. So we need to kind of finish off these fences and things to make this look right in here as well. So we need to do that. Our first concern is obviously homes. And I think what we'll do is we will also clear out so I can see what I'm doing. Because that's one of the most frustrating things, is not being able to see what you're actually up to. Clear this out of here. There we go. I think that's all the road. I'm constantly bringing what I need. Can't argue with that, can I? Quite like this. The other thing is, are these passable or impassable? Can't remember. I think they're impassable. So once I get them in, wrong wall, they won't be able to freely walk through everything like that. Go. I think we will stick definitely with just the one entrance. If we get that in the right place. There we are. Jibber mentioned maybe doing kind of a safari. The only kind of thought for me was that, God, we're using 15,000 dry goods already. Damn it. Yeah, my only thought with that is it'd be kind of like a zoo. So I'm not too sure how we'll set that one up if we do it. But it is a thought. So, and I'm always open to suggestions. I'm not even going to bother looking at the traders. There's nothing that we want specifically. Okay. I'm really going to regret doing this. Maybe though, if we put the school in, let's say, I don't know how many squares, so let me see how much space is between these two buildings. That's 11, so we're literally talking a couple of squares, aren't we? That seems kind of pedantic, but it just doesn't look right. If we build that road, I can see it right. It is, isn't it? Literally just a few squares. Let's kind of try and line up the front door as well. There we are. So it's literally moving across one. I have issues, I really do. Why that bothers me, I'll never know, but there we go, we don't need any of this now. I guess I'm just one of those weird people. If it's not exactly how I want it, it's just going to drive me nuts. Yeah, that's not possible because I'm walking all the way around the sides. But it looks like they're kind of frequent in this area. The thing is, I can't put a road here because of the stockpile. Ah, they're walking in and out of the barn as well, I see. It makes sense. I get what they're up to. Maybe we'll have to adjust this stockpile. Yeah, I can see what they're up to. Okay, this is almost done. As soon as that's done, we will upgrade it all the way. There we go. And we may as well continue this road forward just a little bit more. I'm not too sure. I think maybe to about there. And then we'll send off the road up here again. Could probably do removing these trees as well, actually. Let's remove resources. Let's get rid of some of this. Probably do with doing another live stream just to get your feedback straight away. Okay, that's a little bit better. You can see what we're doing now. So how are we going to do it? I think we're going to leave some... How are we going to do it? I might leave 2 spaces that way. And 1, 2, and there. Now how long is that? That's 33. Okay. We're all about precision engineering here. Not always winging it. There we go. So hopefully, if I've done this right, it shouldn't look too out of place. Actually, I should probably leave a couple of squares. Wait a minute. Well, don't build anything. Don't build anything. Let's probably kind of do the same thing. So we left 3, didn't we? So, is it 3? 1, 2. Oh, it's 2. 1, 2. Need to leave 3. See, I was thinking somewhere right there. Because we need to put that in as well. Load of deer coming through. And then we'll do the same on either side, just so we can get kind of a picture of what we're doing. I might even put the town baths in this area as well. Hope so. I push the right key. So 1, 2, 3, and then 1 more. There we go. Yeah, I'm thinking fountains, and we've got a whole manner of things in here as well that we've not used. A pub. You know, got hairdressers or barbers. Yeah, we've got loads of little bits we can put in here. But this is, I'm thinking like obviously the market square we've got. Then we've got like, I'm thinking more of the richer people. And we'll have kind of the stuff here for them to do. And the town hall. And we might have a little bit of a shanty town somewhere. Obviously these miners are not living in the best conditions. We've got lots of ideas coming through. Here we go. So if I put an extra teacher in. Remove this. They've all gone next door. Fantastic. Reduce a teacher. And we've not lost any students. That's what we wanted. That worked exactly how I predicted. Well, at least that's what I'm going to tell you. I was kind of worried it wouldn't work that way. And we're going to double this road up. And we'll probably do the same along here if we can get away with it. Yep. I just think the roads are not very wide, so it just kind of, I think it helps a little bit. Yeah, I'm definitely thinking, like, I don't know quite how I'm going to place them, but we're going to go with, like, definitely kind of make it look really expensive around here. So, like, bearing in mind we're in the desert, like fountains, and it's a shame the fountains don't actually animate. Is that a fire? I don't know why I hovered over that and the tooltip came up with something different. Yeah, I'm thinking like a couple of fountains, maybe even some ponds. We could do a bit of a park actually, thinking about it maybe. Then we could maybe do another little offshoot. Maybe here. I could parade like the baths and the hairdressers and that sort of stuff and a pub. Oh, I've got an idea. It's coming together. But on that note, until next time, as always, take care.